Minnesota Vikings taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangu now out of his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Kene Nwangu. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action with Hurts.
This is Smith with the ground. 23 yards the pickup there. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now Hurts changing up the play. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
The Eagles at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he'll avoid the tackle there over the slide. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11.
Steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. This defense for the Vikings, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming up the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, his 5th touchdown now.
take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Madison.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hold it down. Pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
Here's Allen. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Now, they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And his throw here's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Joe Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
1st down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Here's Scott. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
On first down, Hurts. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be third and a mile.
Hurts. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A first catch for the rookie Addison. Good for a first down.
And there's a pretty play for Madison who seems like a perfect fit for the Vikings. Obviously, Minnesota loves receivers who produce, and Addison, one of college's best and most productive receivers the last couple of seasons.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Slot man moves right.
Now Cousins fakes a jet sweep, and off play action, he wants to throw it.
And incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. His throw incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, third down here.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it,
and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Penny is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing, Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
The kick by Joseph is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Just another day done.
Rolling, boys. Time to get 6.
You can score on these guys. You ain't doing nothing.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break.
Likely going through their final adjustments for the second half.
That's where
One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0.
ready with our EA
But who will it
Sports
be?
halftime
To find
report.
out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Always got some breathing room. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw it. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They go play action. Cousins.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Madison.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A third quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins going to change it up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right, he had him open. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out.
And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift
With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play fake. Cousins going underneath. He's got Hockenson. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Big third down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 79 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins, flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins.
They'll get this underneath to Madison.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. 5 yards now. It's 3rd and 5.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Being chased out left. That's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Joseph now to have the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Eagles 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
He juked him. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Eagles was unable to convert there on fourth. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action now. Cousins steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. On the handoff, it's Madison. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Cousins. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. Now fourth down.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to perhaps salt this one away.
Joseph's got it.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's first and 10. On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pass complete, Goddard, and he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he goes out right around the 39.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable now for Allen. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there is a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Here's Hurts to throw.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line.
Hurts.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Partner, a pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering,